Assalamu alaikum. I am Maheen, and today I'll be your host for Back to Bahria show on BU TV. This show is basically about interaction with the alumni by the alumni themselves, and as we all know that alumni are basically a very strong asset of any institution, and Bahria takes a lot of pride in their alumni. Today we'd be talking to Miss Ambreen Bilal, who has graciously taken out time from her schedule to talk to us. She is currently the Associate Director at S&P Global. Welcome to the show, Ms. Ambreen. How are you?
I'm good, Maheen. Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to really thank Bahria who invited me to Back to Alumni program or Back to School program. I'm really honored because Bahria is really near to my heart because I started my foundation from here. It has built my base. So I'm really, delighted that I'm back to my school again.
Okay, that's great, and we're really honored to have you as well over here on this show. If you would like to just elaborate that what was your degree? I believe that was BBA, and you've done your MBA also from here. So if you can elaborate on that.
Yes. So Maheen, I belongs to the batch of 2001. I joined Bahria University for my BBA program, and I was able to do both BBA and MBA from here. I have received my degree in 2005 in MBA Finance. So a little known fact about me is that I started Bahria not from Islamabad but from Karachi.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, so that was my startup.
So it used to be the Islamabad campus, used to be not over here physically?
It was there, but I had a forces background. So my father was posted in Karachi. So I started my university from there. And right after first semester, my father got posted to Lahore.
Oh.
So
and I think there was no
Lahore
campus.
There was no Lahore campus. So I was so blessed that Bahria has its campus in Islamabad. So I got migrated to Islamabad campus. And my family moved to Lahore, and I moved to my grandfather, my Nana Abu, here in Rawalpindi.
Okay.
So back there in 2001, obviously Bahria was quite different.
But I'm sure about that.
Yeah.
I would just come to that question.
Yeah.
But before that, we go to the, how was your experience in Bahria? I would like to sort of ask you that, you have to go way back in your memories, but you have to sort of think that why did you choose Bahria at that time?
Well, Maheen, I think I would be very honest here that it was not a conscious choice. It was quite accidental. I was a very good student and very compassionate by nature, and I always aspired to serve humanity. So we thought that the natural profession for me is the medical. Or I wanted to be a doctor.
Oh, nice.
So, but I did not realize that until I joined medical college that
you got an admission in the medical.
I got admission in the medical college in Karachi, and I did not realize until then that I am faint-hearted. I could be a doctor, but I might not excel in long run. So I did not waste time there. I immediately took the decision that I wanted to do the business studies. And back then, unlike today, the saturation in the market today, back then in 2000, 2001,
not everyone
BBA, MBA was the buzz.
Yes,
Everybody was talking about business studies, and there was not such saturation in the market. So my father actually, he selected Bahria. He said that he selected Bahria because he wanted to keep his options open because we were in Karachi, and he was concerned that if he get posted to Punjab, then he don't want to leave me there.
And that's a very, I think, long short thing that fathers can only see this.
Fathers can only see. And honestly, we were not expecting, and it happened right after first semester. So
it's far-sightedness,
it's far-sightedness, and I moved to Islamabad campus, and I had my struggles, obviously.
transitioning from
transition
the
was
because you had a clear idea that you had to join medical and you
that
knew
was
that. So
I
think
knew that, but I think the timely decision really helped me, and I think now when I look back, I think that I did the right thing. I picked up the right institute, because Bahria at that time, though it was at the very starting stage, at infancy, Bahria University was not as developed as it is now. It has mainly two faculties, management sciences and computer sciences, but it has its affiliation with forces, so I had that natural inclination,
that soft corner.
And I never regretted my decision. I think I did the right thing.
That's really good, and we're very lucky that you stuck to that decision. Okay, so let's go back again and talk about how was Bahria then. What was how you could talk. How was it in point of view of the infrastructure? You already mentioned that there were only 2 faculties, there were only 2 departments at that time. So obviously the scope of the buildings and everything would be very small and compromised, I think. So would you like to sort of touch on that?
Sure. As when I was entering into the campus today, I was literally refreshing all my memories, and back then, honestly speaking, we only had this Sir Syed block. It was only one building.
And I think it used to be called Old Campus.
Old Campus.
I think Sir Syed block भी उस वक्त नहीं कहा जाता था.
नाम मैंने अभी पढ़े हैं.
हाँ, exactly.
Sir Syed and those fancy names are
right
now popular.
उस वक्त old building कहा जाता था.
Old building थी, एक ही building थी, इसलिए हमारे लिए वो एक ही building थी. हम बहुत पुरानी दौर से belong करते हैं. 2001 was when I look back and get 19 साल, 19 years. It's actually 2 decades.
Yeah.
So and the visible difference is हमारे ज़माने में uniform था. And to cherish that memory, honestly, I wear white today.
You're wearing white today.
Yeah. So
और जिसको नहीं पता, जैसे अभी जो हमारे बहरियंस हैं, उनको हम बताना चाहेंगे कि basically all white uniform होता था for males. I think they were used to be a blue
and white
pants and white t-shirt होती थी, and for females it was shalwar kameez, probably white with a dupatta, white dupatta,
and you can
black
wear
shoes,
any type of black shoes
होते थे.
So और back then हम बड़ा कंपेयर करते थे खुद को बाकी यूनिवर्सिटी से कि ये क्या जी, we are in university but we are still wearing uniform, so there is no feel of university. But again, when I look back, it was a blessing in disguise, because it helped us to stay focused, and I was able to divert my funds to my studies rather on my wardrobe.
Yes,
So
true.
I think, and I would like to share that I spent my entire 4 years in 2 pair of uniforms and 2 pair of shoes, and there was 1 scarf. So I think that was one of the visible
क्योंकि
difference.
मैंने वो ट्रांजिशन देखी यूनिफॉर्म टू कलर्ड क्लोथ्स, उसका कहा जाता है कलर्ड क्लोथ्स पे. और there were 2 groups who were very happy. One was not happy. I was in the not happy group. So I used to wear the uniform बहुत अरसे तक. I was the only one in this campus जो कि मैं यूनिफॉर्म में पहनती थी.
हैं उसके, लेकिन ये है कि it's all about
नहीं, लेकिन I also
perspective.
obviously it's all about perspective. But I think uniformity बहुत रहती थी.
Uniformity रहती है, एक community
feeling आती है.
और ये है कि आपके backgrounds बहुत ज़्यादा हाईलाइट नहीं होते कि आप किस बैकग्राउंड से हैं. सो आई थिंक उसके अपने एडवांटेजेस हैं, एंड ऑब्वियसली कलर्ड क्लोथिंग के भी अपने बेनिफिट्स हैं.
बेनिफिट्स होते हैं.
यू आर एट योर ओन और
यू आर मोर कंफर्टेबल.
दोनों जो स्कूल ऑफ थॉट्स हैं वो वैलिड है अपनी जगह. अदर विजिबल डिफरेंस वाज दैट कि ये नेवल कॉम्प्लेक्स की फेंसेस नहीं थी. सो जफर चौक जो था उधर से
इजी टू
I used to walk from there and I used to नेवल से ही गुजर के आते थे. तो वो एक अभी मैंने नोटिस किया कि वो पुराना कैफेटेरिया भी नहीं है वहाँ पे, एक कंप्यूटर लैब बन चुकी है. सो ये न्यू ब्लॉक्स सारे बाद में बने हैं. सो आई थिंक it's great to see that Bahria has expanded a lot.
Yes, I think.
And in past 2 decades, ना सिर्फ ये है कि they just invested on their infrastructure, but there are many faculties now. There are many programs programs now.
Yes,
So it's great to see that.
It is great to see that. We're going to take a break at this moment, and when we get back, we'll also touch upon the professional life of Miss Ambreen and how Bahria helped her shape that professional life. Welcome back to the show. Today we are in conversation with Miss Ambreen Bilal, who is working in S&P Global, and who is a Bahrian, a core Bahrian, I would say, because she did her bachelor's and master's as well from here. So before touching on the professional life, I would still, because we're talking about the memories of Bahria. So how was your, we talked about the whole infrastructure and everything, but I would like to, touch upon that. How were your mentors at Bahria, and how were your friends? What was your social group over here? If you would like to sort of touch upon that.
Yes, of course. Though I have a fish memory, I must say that when I am recalling names. But I did, remember my batchmates.
And you're still in touch with them?
Yes, I am still in touch with them. But एक मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी, उनके साथ मेरा बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो आई थिंक लाइफ गुजरी है, 2 decades गुजरे हैं, एंड शी इज स्टिल माई बेस्ट फ्रेंड समीना साहब. देयर आर मेनी फेलोज लाइक आई रिमेंबर शहजाद ज़हीर, अली, ज़ारा, मारिया सलीम, मारिया राना, सुमेरा एजाज, माहीन, रुबाब, Bilal, hi to all of them. I remember all those people. I think I had a great time in Bahria. So there were many people, many friends.
You were in the evening batch, or was there only one batch?
I was in the morning.
In the morning batch.
हमारी वो 8:15 पे क्लास लगती थी और
2:30 तक
खत्म हो जाती थी. स्टार्ट में ऐसा ही था, then फिर
बट MBA आपका इवनिंग का था या वो भी मॉर्निंग?
फिर ये हुआ कि उस पे क्लासेस आपके जो आवर्स होते थे वो इवनिंग तक चलता था MBA. और उसमें यह है कि इवनिंग के भी स्टूडेंट्स होते थे, मॉर्निंग के भी स्टूडेंट्स होते थे. फ्रेंड्स थे, बहुत सारे थे, लेकिन आई थिंक द पर्सन हु रियली टच्ड माय हार्ट, एंड आई थिंक जिसने मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट किया, बिकॉज आई हैड मेनी स्ट्रगल्स इन माय पर्सनल लाइफ, बिकॉज आई वाज away from my family. I was living at my grandfather place, and जो एक support system, एक family का support system होता है, that was missing. And then I was going through a cultural shock as well, because the culture of Karachi is, you can say that, Karachi is a very diversified, audience.
I'm from Karachi, so I can understand that.
It has a very diversified audience.
That's different.
And then Islamabad is totally different.
और उस वक्त तो बहुत ही different था.
उस वक्त तो बहुत
different, खामोश, like city it was used to know.
City भी बहुत खामोश थी. Though I love the city, honestly speaking, if I compared both, then I think I'm a kind of a Islamabad kind of a person. I love the city, but at that point in time there was a struggle. So during that time, one of my friend Samina, she really supported me, not only to help my studies, but I remember that कि MBA में I shifted to her place. मैं उनके घर में उनके साथ रह के पढ़ी हूँ. And she was a genius in accounting. I must say genius. मैंने उन जैसा genius नहीं देखा जितना उनका maths और accounting strong था. Or I was jack of all trade. I was stronger in the interpersonal skills, content, and all these areas. So we complemented each other. I think that partnership really helped me to be successful, and I still credit a lot to the people I met during my journey with Bahria, my teachers of course, and this institute. I think all these things have shaped up my personality.
Yeah, that's true. So talking about how you had this transition from being a student to going direct into the professional life. So did did your first job when you were doing your MBA, or you did after completing your MBA? So if you would like to tell us on that.
So I completed my MBA in 2005. It was January 2005. and right after that, I immediately landed to the job in SNL.
Achha.
So, in fact, both me and my friend Samina, we started the job
Your
at the same
careers
time.
as well.
Careers at the same
Yeah.
time, at the same place. She was the one who actually referred me to
Achha,
SNL.
nice.
But later she moved on to UAE, she got married, and I was the one who left
Stayed.
behind.
You were left behind.
And at that point in time, SNL, it was SNL, and now it's S&P Global. S&P Global acquired SNL, and at that point in time, you know, SNL was at the beginning stage here at Pakistan. We were hired as a first batch, first 10 people. I was among the first 10 people of
From the country.
From for the organization for the organization here at Pakistan. And then, you know, and for last 15 years I am serving S&P Global. So, and my experience with S&P Global is very cherishing, as you can see that, you know,
Yeah.
I stick with the company, I stick with the organization for last 15 years, and I usually came across this question that, you know, wow, 15 years and you have never switched the career. Yes, I never switched the career because I got what I want from S&P Global.
And I think that's, sorry, I have to sort of cut you there, but I really want to tell the, you know, the students who are watching us, especially the young students right now, that I think it's a trend that people think that you have to sort of switch jobs or switch careers so that you can, you know, reach your potential very quickly. But I think it's very important that we should sort of, you know, tell, and I would like you to elaborate on that, that it's not necessary that you have to keep on switching jobs to reach, you know, such, you know, you can be a manager in like the fastest 2 years or 3 years. But I think it's very important that you find your place at one institution and, you know, stick by it. And then eventually if any opportunity comes around, then you can sort of, you know, take it slowly from there. I've seen students who, you know, they do like this, that, oh, we're not comfortable over there, हम job छोड़ना चाहते हैं. क्यों छोड़ना चाहते हैं? Promotion नहीं हो रही. Promotion नहीं हो रही ना. तो उस सिलसिले में वो लोग बहुत, and if we see currently तो I think आपका जो सारी जितनी organizations हैं, they are so fast in, you know, hiring and then, you know, firing as well. If you can see in the current situation, हम अभी COVID की situation भी देखें, so it's very difficult for now. So I think if you would like to sort of, you know, guide our students or any student who is watching this through that how has your experience of, you know, sticking to an institution till 15 years, and I'm sure you would have come across opportunities as well, where you would have found opportunities to switch your career or switch jobs. So how did you sort of, you know, navigate through that?
Yes, this is a very valid question, and I usually came across this question from different people, that this 15 years is a long period, so you never thought of, you know, switching the job or career. So I answer this question by asking another question, that why do you really need to switch your career? Because you wanted to have a career growth, you want more learning and exposure, or you know, you want better working environment, better people, manager. So these are usually the factors, you know.
And not to forget the money, I think. It
money,
comes across,
so career growth comes with the money as well, that, you know, that all the elevations, and it's not just a horizontal or vertical growth, but also the monetary growth as well. So people switch career because of all these reasons, and or sometimes when they are not finding their job challenging, that is not, you know, unleashing their potential. I think I've been lucky enough to be part of an organization that offers diverse experience and focus on the career growth of their people. So there's not a single day when I felt that, you know, I am bored or stagnant, or, you know, I'm doing the same stuff in 15 years. The only constant which I saw in S&P is a change. So it's transforming every day, and not only the company is transforming, but it also helping its people to upskill and learn the emerging skills and technologies, so that, you know, the employees stay relevant to the workforce. So I, had that challenge in my professional life. I was able to my thirst of knowledge and exposure get fulfilled because of that challenge, and I was able to navigate within S&P Global. Obviously, I could not, stick to the one team or department. I was able to set up many different teams in S&P Global,
So,
and
yeah.
I was able to get the new challenge all the times and grow from the grassroots level.
Yes.
Because I started as an analyst, which was the first grade at S&P Global, and through that, with consistent hard work, I was able to navigate my career. So yes, of course, unless until your job is rewarding, your job is challenging yourself, and you are finding you're learning and getting the right exposure, then sticking with one employer is a sane decision. Again, you have to make your choices at the right time.
True.
So I did get offered during my 15 years journey. In fact, at the very start of my career, I had an offer from Mobiling, and my mentor, my manager, he really helped me to, and he really guided me that if what's in it for me. That if I
That's a really important
that's
question
really
that you have
important.
to ask
That's a
yourself.
really required counseling, which is our mentors, our teachers, our managers,
Yes.
our parents. Sometimes they need to guide their these new students. And honestly speaking, this you were rightly said that this new generation is very impatient, and they're very especially millennials, they want a rapid growth, they want rapid elevations,
and they need to sort of slow down, I think.
there is no shortcut to the
Yeah,
success.
there's no shortcut.
So you always have to strive hard.
Yes.
So there's no shortcut to the success. So even if you switch, careers, and at times, you end up losing or wasting your time.
Yeah.
So you have to decide
For yourself.
And then you have to set up your long-term goals. Like what you really want to do, and then you have to make smaller milestones to achieve that goal. And if that long-term goals require you to gain experience or switch companies, then you might have to do that rationally. It should not be in a rush that okay, promotion nahi ho rahi hai,
हाँ, switch कर लिया.
Because I think all these things comes with time. You have to invest in your personal brand.
Yes, that's right. Any sort of skill set that you acquired at Bahria that really helped you in your professional growth?
Yes, I would say that I was very raw when I joined Bahria. I was very shy and used to hold my thoughts during different discussions. So I was not. I would say that during my period or tenure with Bahria, I might not be the teacher's favorite because I tend to remain silent and not to participate in the discussions, and so there was a lack of confidence as well. So I think Bahria and my teachers, I think I would give a lot of credit to them that they really helped me to unleash my potential. I remember that during my earlier semesters, one of my ethics teacher asked that he gave us individual projects कि सबको कहा कि जी आपको टॉपिक चूज़ करना है, इस्लामिक टॉपिक कोई चूज़ करना है, and आपको स्पीच देनी है उस पर. So I remembered that I prepared 30 pages project, and I had back then हमारे पास classrooms में PowerPoint की facility नहीं थी.
I think वो multimedia होता था.
Multimedia होता था, वो slides रखी जाती थी. So I remembered that and I had a very good ratta at that time. मैंने वो 30 pages memorize कर लिया, and I had a very charismatic and enthusiastic kind of a speech. And previously all the students, they perceived me as a very shy student, but that opportunity changed my entire perspective.
That's really inspiring for our students as well, and for everyone who will be watching this. So, I think the takeaway from all your the interaction that I had would be to sort of focus on whatever is being given at that time, and to actually live your life when you're going through your 4-year period or like 2-year period of your master's or your bachelor's degree. So just I think we're just going to wrap up now, and I would just like to sort of ask you if you have any message for our future students or to anyone who's watching this. What would you like to say to them?
I think firstly I would like to give message to the Bahria University or any other educational institutes we have. I think the job market is changing. World is changing because of fourth industrial revolution, where we have technology is at its center. So lot of traditional and routine jobs are now going to replaced by machines, robots, and this is what we are doing on day-to-day basis. I know that in my field we have replaced robots to fetch data in many areas, and we are constantly investing time on machine learning, automation. I think all these are the things which are going to shape up our new world, and it's going to change and affect the way we interact, the way we communicate, the way we work. So nature of job market is changing. So previously the jobs, like for example data entry job, instead of data entry job, in future we might need people who can help machines to do the data entry. Those could be the data scientists. So this new revolution, this fourth industrial revolution, this technological era, what it's going to change is that it is going to obsolete many old jobs, and it's going to offer or new jobs in the market. So there will be new demands in the market.
Yes.
So my message to the educational institutes or Bahria University is that they need to invest in futuristic skills, and those futuristic skills are mostly human skills, which are irreplaceable. For example, stakeholder management, conflict management. We cannot replace a robot to do the conflict management.
True.
Or we might not replace a robot to do the negotiation.
True.
So I think we need to, I'm sure our education
They're already doing that,
are doing that, but I think I just would like to emphasize
on
that this is the time to focus and invest on those skills. Those people skills are very, very important, because they're not going to be replaced. And when students come to the job market, and when students hit the road and they come to the professional life, they normally have a very theoretical kind of a concept for the corporate world. So they have to start from the very, very scratch. In fact, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में आके स्टूडेंट्स बिल्कुल ज़ीरो से शेप अप होते हैं. बिल्कुल. तो I feel that institutes can try to focus on more on the practical learning. कि जितना ज़्यादा practical learning के ऊपर focus करें. Grades and competitions are good. I think I won't say that those are bad, because they give you the feeling of self-accomplishment. Yes. But yes, I think those does matter to the extent when you are entering into the job market. Entering up. But later to that, when you grab a job, और आप जब एक दफ़ा एंटर हो गए हैं प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में, स्किल्स ज़रूरी हैं. जो चीज़ें मैटर करती हैं वो आपकी स्किल्स हैं, जो आपको देकर एलिवेट करती हैं. आपकी स्किल्स हैं, आपका पैशन है, आपका कमिटमेंट है, वो मैटर करता है. राइट एटीट्यूड है जो मैटर करता है. सो आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स को भी स्किल्स भी ज़रूर गेन, हार्ड स्किल्स भी ज़रूर गेन करें. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर ब्लॉकचेन है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है, या फिर अगर कोई आईटी के अंदर कोई अगर नई टेक्नोलॉजी है, तो डेफिनेटली दे शुड लर्न दैट. but at the same time they should, you know, help carving their personal brand that comes with passion, skills, commitment.
That's
and,
very true.
And my last message to all the students is that dream big, be consistent in achieving your dream. Always stay positive, and you have to set your goals for your life.
Yes.
If you really wanted to achieve a success, so you have to set your goals, and you have to learn from your mistakes and mistakes of others as well, and you have to take corrective actions immediately, take actions immediately, and do efforts until you achieve your goal. So if you are not committed to your goals, to yourself, nobody will help you to get the success in profession.
On this note, I would like to sort of thank our guest. Thank you, Ms. Ambreen, for sharing your knowledge and you know, taking us really back to the era of Bahria that probably I have just heard about it, and it was really nice to sort of see this, to see Bahria through this lens. This is me signing off from the show Back to Bahria. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.